That was some 5-star work right there. All right, let's get this fucking intro started. RFC After Hours is a live trending issues and entertainment broadcast with co-host ImAllexx, broadcasted every weekday, Monday through Friday, starting at 6:30 p.m. Central. The show is for entertainment purposes only. All chat messages and donations read are the words of the original messenger, and certain viewpoints expressed do not reflect that of myself or ImAllexx.
You know, in my job, you need to find out where people are, what an address is. I doxed him. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know. His dox is in the hands of dangerous people. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the After Hours. My name is RFC, as you probably should know by now. Augie, shut the fuck up and get into the stories. Well, fair enough.
He said he just said he doxes people all the time. I mean, he doxed Clown when he was AFK for the internet for a week, so...
Everyone gets a day, but for some reason the autists get a whole week. What is this?
What do you mean fund it? Represent yourself.
One of the first things that you said on one of your first videos was that you were talking to someone called Becky Boop.
Becky fucking Boop!
Sorry, dude. She's a cunt for that. Your girlfriend's a cunt, dude. That's just dumb.
Anyway.
While we're waiting for him to unmute or whatever, can I just say that this fucking show needs better branding? It looks so fucking ugly.
You need to put that dog down, dude.
I don't think he has to put it down.
Jesus!
That motherfucking there.
Did they pull out the cord? What the hell happened?
Dude, I will say, in comparison to like exposing fucking Susie Liu to exposing Keemstar, that fucking guy is just leagues above in terms of assholery and like holy fucking shit. Yeah, but you said you had the intent to harass Just Destiny, so wouldn't that make your dox illegal?
I said that I wanted to harass him, but like,
He never said he never
That's
said
intent. That's the same as that means intent. Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I guess I'm guilty.
Yeah, because all they have is inside your fucking ass.
I'm here to date your 6-year-old.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 125 of the After Hours. My name's Augie RFC. Welcome to the Friday show. Now, normally on the Friday show, we like to sit here, chill out, celebrate, rejoice. It's the weekend. It's time for, you know, a more laid-back episode. We just sit here, maybe watch a few Twitch clips or something like that. Just mostly keep it a little low-key for the most part. Today's going to be very different. Truth be told, I just hopped out of a call with Nick for about 30 minutes where we were going over some more of the audio. Now tonight, we're going to be playing the audio that Nick posted on his own Twitter, as well as a brand new, very tiny snippet, but very, very revealing. We're going to be talking a lot about some stuff that's going to be happening in the next week. I'm actually pissed. I'm being, like, unironically, I am pissed at this. To the highest extent that I can be, because at the end of the day, all of this stuff is internet stuff. But this is not drama. Like, we got to make the clear separation, the distinction, that this of what we're talking about right now is not petty YouTuber drama. Because there'd be no reason to be mad over that. This is real life, serious shit. We're talking about a guy who, I don't even know if he's capable of realizing the extent that he lies, the extent that he goes the extra mile to bury people with no facts, no evidence, no research, no consideration for the damages that come with the words that he says and the accusations that he makes. I mean, we're not just talking about Slaza anymore at this point. We are and I say we, I'm talking about Nick. Because what Nick's about to do is he's about to rewrite fucking history. And he's about to take a story from 3 years ago almost 3 years ago, well over 2 years ago. He's about to take an old story, and he's going to rewrite the narrative, because what you heard 2 years ago is going to be very different than what you're going to hear in this next video, and it's disgusting.
Essentially, what ImAllexx was trying to do to Slazo this year and failed to do, he successfully did against another YouTuber 2 years ago.
Exactly, and it's just it's disgusting, because it goes to show you that this was not a case of a guy who blew up, became famous, and then became this way. There's not a case of a guy who made a mistake or an accident. We've seen a repeated history of the same thing over and over again. I'm going to pull up a tweet right now that I made, I don't even know how long. I think it was 2 to 3 weeks ago. I just retweeted it, though. I'm going to show you this tweet right now. There we are. Alex has implied Progress, Slazo, Tommy C, and Zaptai are pedophiles. Did he get a single one correct? Only one I can see that's a maybe is Zaptai. But there must be concrete proof, right? Which is a question, because at the time, I didn't know for sure. Think about it. When you think of Zaptai, you heard a ton of stories. But when we're talking about specifically pedophilia, was there ever a screenshot? Was there ever a video? Was there ever concrete evidence that this guy is in fact a pedophile? And if so, why is he not in jail yet? Now, we have the screenshot of, I think it was linked to me in the replies. It wasn't. There's a screenshot of Zaptai talking to a girl where he specifically says, "You are worth getting arrested for." That's the most that we have, other than a testimony from people saying that Zaptai sent and received nudes from underage girls. Now, the message, the text message, "You are worth getting arrested for." That sounds terrible. But is that proof that this guy is a pedophile or not? We've heard the stories. If you were paying any sort of attention to the commentary community 3 years ago, you heard a wide variety of tales. There were words being thrown about all over the place. Sociopath, an asshole, a clout chaser, or at the time, clout chaser wasn't a very popular word, more of a social climber, and then pedophilia. Now, out of all those four things, what sounds the most damning, the one you want to pay the most attention to? I would say, most certainly, pedophilia. I don't give a fuck if you're a social climber. And in the context of when we're dealing with pedophilia, don't really care about whether or not you're a sociopath or not, which doesn't even have a hard definition. It's an opinion of a doctor. So you hear words and stories about pedophilia. We never see any produced evidence. But what we do know is that one of the main guys involved in this case, ImAllexx, went on a podcast to spread a narrative. Handled it about as horribly as we've seen him handle recent situations this summer. And what we're going to realize in the next week is that this is not a new thing. These are not isolated events. This is a pattern of behavior. This guy, ImAllexx, is a monster. And I'm not saying that like dramatically or to spur up drama or something like that. I mean that in a very serious sense. I take this shit highly seriously. Before I do any types of shows where I'm talking about shit this seriously, I have to prepare myself to make sure I get exactly what I have in here, out here, in this stream. I take this shit highly fucking seriously. That doesn't mean we're not going to make jokes or have as much of a fun time as possible, but in general, I take this shit highly seriously. And that's why when I was in call with Nick, Nick will tell you I was very quiet because I was taking in everything that I was listening to in all of his audio that we're not going to play tonight. All right, we're going to say a lot of what I've listened to, you're going to see in plenty time.
I actually haven't heard the audio that you specifically heard that Nick sent you.
It's infuriating.
I thought we were coming in here just showing the audio that we're going to show pretty shortly, hopefully.
Listen. A lot of the stuff that I've heard, I'm not even going to talk about. I'm just telling you guys right now that I'm angry.
I'm saying it must be damning if you're that angry, because I can't say I'm exactly
there are
as
direct
angry
contradictions
currently as you are, but
there are direct contradictions in this Zaptai case that directly conflict with what Alex said on the Hot What Soup podcast. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get into what we're talking about. I'm going to fire up a screen share.
Yep. So this clip, we're about to show the clip, right?
We're going to show Nick's clip that he posted publicly first, and then we're going to play the clip that we have, that we will show you guys tonight. Just to give you a little teaser, a little taste of what exactly we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Boblox.
Oh, yeah. What I was about to say is that the second clip, the one that we're going to premiere, not the one that we're about to show now, but the one we're going to premiere exclusively on this show, it is a very short clip, but Nick can attest to this because he was in the call and a couple other people. I fucking flipped shit when I heard that. I wanted to talk about, I think I posted on Twitter that I really wanted to talk about this leak in particular on Twitter just because it's so fucking insane. But
this is embarrassing. It's a testament to, I mean, this guy, I'm trying to think about this. How can a guy lie so much and spread so many very serious allegations about people and then contradict himself and stumble and trip and fall all the damn time? We saw it with Slazo publicly, but what we didn't know is this has always been Alex.
For years.
Yeah. He didn't blow up and become this way. You don't lose IQ the more subs you gain. He's always been this way. Alright.
ImAllexx is the most dangerous YouTuber on YouTube, in my opinion.
Let's play the clip because people are missing context. You'll understand why I'm upset. Alright. Let's switch over. Here we go. There we are. Alright, let's play this clip. Now, this clip that we're about to play, this is the first of the second that we're going to play. This comes from a stream on Blues Dank's channel. Blues Danks, of course, is a Reddit YouTuber. Actually, I'm going to pop the chat out.
I think he was a commentary YouTuber at the time this was recorded.
At the time, yeah. At the time, he was a regular commentary topic YouTuber, doing very similar things that we're doing right now. This was a live stream he did on his channel with about 17 people watching. Of the 17 people watching, of course, ImAllexx was in the call. I believe you can find iNabber and ML Joe, some names you might recognize. They were in the chat on the stream. This took place in May 16th, 2017. Now, in the stream, they talk about a variety of things, a variety of non-drama topics, just a general chill stream. But they talk a lot about Zaptai. And when you listen to what they're saying back then, and you equate that to what happened now, it's jaw-dropping. Let's get into this right now. And of course, Nick plugs that his video on this whole situation scheduled to release on October 9th, in 5 days. This video, and I'm not even joking, is going to rewrite history. Let's listen.
I always was like, I always thought those people were fucking dodgy.
Oh yeah.
Like, I used to like admin Oliver's server from a fucking like arm's length because everybody in there was like bottom of the barrel type of people.
Yeah.
But I made like 4 or 5 really solid friends out there. Everybody else was like pretty much detestable.
It's like Chili CSGO back then as well. Like he's just
Chili CSGO. Remember that name?
Yeah, it's just they're all about.
Me and Lucas used to get on well.
Lucas is Chili CSGO.
Like really, really well. And then I found out like fucking 15-year-old French girl from France, and I was like, all right, well, I don't know if we're talking to him again.
All right. Chat. Real quick, we need to establish this. Do you guys remember the accusation, the very infamous accusation of Pyrocynical, that he had relations with the 13-year-old French girl? Do you guys remember that? That allegation? No.
No.
Wow.
Well, it's been a
Sorry,
while.
I forgot that the commentary... Hold on. I forgot that
2016.
everyone who pays attention to commentary is now like 12 years old and has no memory of any of this shit.
Or they just got into it late, yeah.
Yeah. Let me.
It's kind of retro.
Let me fill you guys. I was expecting literally everyone to say fucking yes. Okay, a lot of people do remember, but there's a few people that don't. Let me fill you guys in. So, way back in 2016, allegations were presented to Keemstar that Pyrocynical was dating a 15-year-old French girl. Then the same allegations were represented to Keemstar, and the age changed to 14. Then the age changed to 13. Keemstar, when he got into beef with Pyrocynical, brought up the fact that some former friends of Pyrocynical were saying that Pyro was dating an underage French girl. Now, allegedly, the former friend of Pyro who's making these allegations is this Chili CSGO guy. And if that's true, he's reprehensible himself if he's spreading false allegations. You know how we take that seriously. But that's a little context to this story right here, just to fill you in on what Alex is talking about here.
15-year-old French girl from France, and I was like, all right, well, I don't know if we're talking to him again.
Yeah, but he used to bait girls out on that server, like, just to give him a fucking role. Like, oh, I'll give you a role if you talk
For me, it's just like, all right, you called one of your friends a fucking nonce to Keemstar. Well, I'm cutting ties with you instantly.
Oh, yeah.
You called one of your friends a nonce. I'm cutting ties with you. Chat, do you realize why this is significant? Think about it. Think about that. You called one of your former friends a nonce. Does that sound familiar? Is that starting to ring a few bells of maybe events that were 3 to 4 months ago? Suddenly, is that kind of get the noggin jogging a little? Alex has a very big problem with people who call their former friends nonces. I would agree with that. I don't like it when former friends slander their or when friends slander their former friends as pedophiles when they're not. And I can assure you that Pyro fucking Cynical is not a fucking pedophile. I don't think that really needs any clarification. It should be very well established that he's not, to my knowledge, and to anyone else's knowledge. But Alex is going to return the fire, and we're going to listen to that right now.
That's a given. Honestly.
But people love him. Like, I was always on good terms with Chile, but like that 15-year-old French girl from France
thing is, I tried
was
being his friend and shit, right? But he, I don't know if we go too far with him because he's a fucking nonce. But yeah, fuck off.
He's a nonce? All right, these guys are all British, so we got to remind ourselves. Are you saying he's a nonce casually, as in he's a creep, or do you mean quite literally? A kitty fiddler.
Do you mean in the real definition or the unfunniest?
We have to ask these questions now because all of these British kids will always say, "Well, he's calling him a pedophile." Nonce means a creep. No, it means pedophile.
Just fucking annoying.
It's like I just don't get it. Why would you ever call your friend a pedophile?
Okay, now you guys can see the obvious problem with this clip. Why would you call your friends a pedophile? Without any evidence. Let me remind you guys, I got to be in a call with Alex. And what do you think the first question I asked him was? Do you believe Slazo is a rapist? Yes, that's what he said. Well, then I asked, well, why? What's your proof? And then he basically said it was... First, he was hearing allegations from Shay and other people that they knew that this guy, for a year now, was a rapist. And then he clarified, like, hearing that initial allegation, added what I know about the guy in person, led me to connect the dots and assume that he's most likely a pedophile. I literally said it to him, word for... I was like, so you were doing a connect the dots type thing. I literally said that. And he's like, yeah. So you gotta just trust his word on that one. So it's kind of funny 2 years ago to hear him spurg out about some of his friends. So yeah, if Chili CSGO did call Pyrocynical a pedophile on no basis whatsoever, well yeah, he's reprehensible. But it's kind of like, you know, pot calling the kettle black, if you understand that reference. So, that's the first clip that Nick put up. That's on his Twitter account. The second clip is interesting. Now, Bublex, I see you're muted. Are you still here? Are you still present?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just typing.
Okay.
Yeah, the second clip, dude, I've been on the edge of my seat this whole stream of you posting the second clip. I thought you were gonna do it right at the beginning of the stream, dude. I had to establish.
Made me lose
my shit, dude. Like way more than the previous clip.
I had to kind of establish the background. I had to explain why this makes me so angry. But now let's hop into the second one. And this is let me just let people know what you're about to hear because it's just astonishing. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
So it was hard.
All right, this
17
is
seconds.
How could you fuck yourself so hard in 17 minutes?
Dude. Okay, let's watch it and then I'll comment.
This is also from the same podcast.
So it was hard. It's the hardest thing I'm ever gonna have to do on the platform. And in comparison for how hard it is, because nothing like that is ever gonna happen again. Like I refuse to allow it. Yeah. I'm never gonna talk about anything like that ever again. Like it could turn out that somebody raped somebody. You're never gonna get a fucking word out of me.
Hold up. Did you guys catch that? So he's saying Zaptai was the hardest situation he's ever had to deal with, which I've heard him say publicly multiple times. Now he's saying, because of Zaptai, if I ever hear anybody has raped someone, you're never going to get a word out of me ever. Let me play that again. Get a word out of me. Just in case you missed it the first time, let me just remind you what he just said.
So it was hard. It's the hardest thing I'm ever gonna have to do on the platform. And in comparison for how hard it is, because nothing like that is ever gonna happen again. Like I refuse to allow it.
Nothing like that is ever gonna happen again. I refuse to allow it.
Yeah, I'm never gonna talk about anything like that ever again. Like
never.
It could turn out that somebody raped somebody. You're never gonna get a fucking word out of me.
You'll never get a
word out of me.
And then he laughs
at the end. Just laughs at one
ever.
Off.
2 years later.
Now
Slash was a rapist!
I listened to this, and there's two very glaring issues with this right here. Just in 17 seconds, there are two very big issues with this. The first issue is that he's saying that if he hears Boblax rape someone, you're never going to hear a word about it. Now,
keep it a secret.
There are cases where you might hear that somebody raped someone, and it's entirely true. But he's not going to go the extra mile to determine if that's true or if that's false. If that's false, that means there's false allegations floating around behind the scenes that you need to take care of if it's brought to you. If it's true, that means there's a rapist running around behind the scenes that could meet impressionable, fans and girls with that, power dynamic, which is also a problem. So Alex is saying right here, he's just going to dismiss all of it. You're never going to hear about it. And it really lines up with what you think about. Remember, when we watched the Happy Hour podcast, when Alex went on, Alex talked about a story where he heard a YouTuber, a friend of his, raped a girl while he was drunk. Alex confronted that YouTuber, Solid Shibe. Some of you guys might remember Solid Shibe. He was a sort of off-brand, dull and dark type YouTube channel. He'd make meme videos and edits and stuff like that. He had about 30,000, 40,000 subscribers. Some of you guys in the chat might remember who Solid Shibe is. Well, apparently, if you're wondering where the fuck has Solid Shibe been, and why doesn't he make memes, or why isn't he on Twitter anymore, well, the reason for that is that there were allegations that he raped a girl while he was drunk. And when Alex confronted Solid Shibe about it, Shibe said he was too drunk to remember if he did in fact rape the girl or not. That is damning. So Alex's big brain response to that was to tell Solid Shibe, you need to leave the YouTube community. You need to get off the internet. You may have raped a girl. I'm asking you, if you raped the girl, you can't even remember. You're not even going to lie about it. For all you know, you could very well have raped a girl. So instead of going to the police, you just got to get off the internet. So if we have a rapist on the loose here, it's because of Alex. He told a guy to get off the public spotlight, get off the internet. And this isn't us saying this. This is what Alex told us. He talked about this on the Happy Hour podcast. This is no secret. It was a secret for a while, but now the secret's out. And now we know that Alex potentially let a rapist go. Or, let's say it was all bullshit. Well, that's just another guy on Alex's list. Remember, Tommy C, Progress, Sazo, Zaptai. Now, maybe Solid Shibe. All people that he's come to the conclusion...
There could be even more behind the scenes. After all, he did say he was the oracle of sexual assault, and
there actually are more people.
Encountered 25 cases of sexual
That's
assault.
right. You brought that up. I almost forgot about that. He's brought up the fact that supposedly 25 cases of sexual assault have been presented to him. And we'll never know. So there's two main issues with this audio. And I'm going to play it again, just to remind you what we're talking about here.
I'm never going to talk about anything like that ever again. Like, it could turn out that somebody...
Hold on, we got a thing coming through. I'm going to play this and remind you guys what we're talking about.
Can we start at concentration camp for British people?
Yes, thank you, Smash, for the 5 shekels. Yeah, I'm down for it. Metaphorically, in Minecraft, obviously. Anyway, let me play this audio again to remind you what we're talking about.
I'm never going to talk about anything like that ever again. Like, it could turn out that somebody raped somebody. You're never going to get a fucking word out of me.
You're never going to get a word out of me. So, he hears a case of a potential rapist. Never going to hear about it. But the second problem with that is that we know that that's obviously bullshit. Because it's Lazo. This guy is a compulsive liar. I heard 30 minutes ago, probably more like an hour ago, a very, very blatant lie that he told on Hot Wet Soup during the whole Zaptai situation. His entire motivation for going after Zaptai on his own podcast. Here's a little spoiler to Nick's video. That motivation changes on that stream. I don't know if he's retarded or if he forgot that they were live streaming. I don't know why he spilled all the fucking beans on Blue Stink's podcast. Maybe he was like, 17 people are watching this. Blue Stink is never going to unlist this, or going to make the stream public, so I can just say whatever the fuck I want. Nobody is ever gonna see this again. But what you didn't count on is that everyone has an archive. You can never delete something off the internet. Everyone knows. Everyone remembers. Everyone's got an archive. Everyone records, even back then. And Alex's words are forever, eternally going to haunt him. This isn't YouTuber drama. I can't stress this enough. This is not petty fucking drama. I would not be getting this worked up over basic YouTube drama. That's stupid. That's gay. This is real shit. We're talking about real allegations that ruin real people's lives. And this guy, now 5 times, has implied that people are pedophiles that we know of. There's no telling behind the scenes. I mean, he admitted to letting a rapist go. He told the rapist, you need to go. Get off the internet. And now, for all we know, we could have a rapist running loose in England because of Alex. If this guy's such a danger, or, on the other side of the scenario, maybe you lied. Which I wouldn't necessarily discard. That possibility of that actually being true. Which would just add to the amount of blatant lies that you've told. This happens every damn time. It's easy to dissect this guy and figure out what bullshit he's telling.
God.
It's simple. He does the work for us.
There's so many cases of this. It isn't just Slazo. It isn't just Zaptai. It's like a bunch of people consistently, like, even like James Charles to an extent, right? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah. You remember James Charles?
Yeah.
Now let me say something right now. I am by no means a fan of James Charles. I mean, fucking look at me. All right, I don't quite fit the demographic, but regardless of what my opinion on this guy was, he was slandered. He was labeled as a pedophile. Sorry, remind me real quick. Sexual harasser. I had to correct myself there. There's so many cases of weird sexual degeneracy shit. I get them a little mixed up.
Just say sexual assault because it falls under the umbrella of pedophilia, regardless. So you could just say sexual assault for all these, to be fair.
This guy was slandered. One of the people who slandered him was Alex. He fired up a video. Didn't do his research. Then a few days later, the receipts came out. It's kind of started like a meme, you know, like this year of all the people who get these like hour-long exposed videos made on them. And then the next day, joke's on you, all of it was bullshit. Here are the receipts. It's like nowadays, every time there's a drama or a story, the receipts come out. But Alex didn't wait. Did a video called James Charles. He said James Charles manipulated straight guys into becoming gay. As if that's even fucking possible. It's ridiculous. It falls apart on its own narrative.
Yeah, in that clip he said, if someone rapes somebody or I find out something about sexual assault, I'm not even going to talk about it. You know, unless it's a 16 million sub YouTuber, then I can, you know...
If there's views there, damn straight he's going to talk about it. It's bullshit. This guy goes on lies all the damn time. He lies about shit that you don't have to lie about. I remember we were talking to ImAllexx after one of these shows ended. Hopped on a call with ImAllexx. I don't know, we were added to it after the show or something. It was back when Leslie was around. Hopped on a call with ImAllexx. And ImAllexx telling us shit about how Alex was lying about him, just privately behind the scenes, starting shit up, saying ImAllexx doing shit he didn't even do. And even then, I remember saying to ImAllexx and just everyone else in the call, I was like, this guy, there's something wrong with him. He can't help himself. Almost. That's what it seems like. Maybe he can. I don't know. It appears like he can't help himself with the amount of times he lies.
Yeah, it's like he just like has a vision of the world or a version of the world in his head, which is all based on lies, and he just talks about that like it's nothing. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I can't even mentally wrap my head around how someone could have the mindset to lie so much, especially about insignificant things at times. Like, obviously, he lies about significant things, but there's also other things that he lies about that is like, why would you fucking lie about that?
What did he open up on Happy Hour? He said he's, like, moving away. Like, he said something on the Happy Hour that was just a very obvious lie that you didn't have to lie about or something. He was like, when there's sexual assault, this is what he said. When I have a problem with my friends, I DM them like normal people. And that ties into something else. When we were in the call with Alex, or when I was in the call, I don't know if you guys got the same treatment, Boblax and Nick got the same treatment, but when I was in the call with Alex, during the call, he went on this weird tangent of how he hates how every YouTuber is such a weird person. They're just so obsessed with like numbers and analytics. They live and breathe YouTube. Like, they're not normal people. They're like zombies to the fucking YouTube algorithm. And he was talking to us. He was like, man, I just want friends that are on YouTube that are normal people. And he went on this weird tangent about how much he stressed that he was a normal guy and he appreciates talking to normal people. Like, he made it very abundantly clear to us, guys, I am normal. And it was kind of weird. And I wasn't thinking about it at the time, but when I think about it now, it's like, who are you trying to convince? Yourself or us? It's hard to tell.
Yeah. He was also talking about, like, how he's always surrounded by these weird people and he gets, like, unlucky with the friend groups he gets, and everybody's, like, crazy around him, and it's like, maybe you're the one who's crazy. You know, maybe everybody else is normal and you're the crazy one. I don't know.
I don't know if he's beyond help. I don't know if it's hard to tell with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do know is that he's dangerous.
Yeah.
Again, let me pull that tweet up just to remind you guys, just so we have a nice visual.
Yep. But like, what I keep thinking back to, what he specifically said in the call, is like, he said, I want to be a YouTuber for 10 years from now. I want to be like a known name on YouTube. I want to be a Shane Dawson. I want to be a Smosh or whatever. Like, just a creator who's cemented in YouTube and relevant for 10 years. And I'm like, if that actually happens, imagine the fucking damage that ImAllexx could do behind the scenes and in public. Yeah. Look how much he's done in the last 3 years. How many cases of sexual assault has he been a part of? Apparently 25.
According to him, 25. Publicly? These are the people that we know.
Yeah.
And let me just remind you guys.
That's more than one a year. That's more than one a year. What do you...
Let me just remind you guys. All right, let's start with progress here. There was a narrative that we've discussed many a time on this show that when you're a 17-year-old in high school and you date a 14-year-old, suddenly that makes you a pedophile, even though where he lives, that's perfectly legal. Been through it 1,000 times before, not about to go through it again. The point is that Alex not only called this guy a pedophile with everyone else, but when confronted about it in DMs, refused to apologize. Apologize to progress. Slazo. We all know the fucking tale with Slazo. Tommy C. When Zaptai was going down, the biggest YouTuber calling this shit out and not just sucking their dicks was Tommy C. This angered Alex, obviously. And his response was, "Hey Tommy, are you sending your underage are you sending your dick pics to underage girls too?" Pay attention to the word "too" there, by the way. Implying that Zaptai also did, which means he knew that Zaptai was a pedophile, but we never saw evidence. None of that came out. And you might be saying, what are you guys talking about? Everybody knows that Ed was a pedophile from a 3-year-old narrative. Well, let me remind you guys, in 5 days, we'll see how that story panned out. I got some news for you guys. Proof. I got a little thing to I gotta let you guys know. The commonly accepted narratives of Zaptai, while there are little truths, are entirely untrue. And you guys, I've seen, like, Nick has shown me the receipts, so to speak. And what I saw was it had me flabbergasted. We're gonna see a 3-year-old tale entirely rewritten. This time, the truth comes out. The people that he's talked to, it just confirms that much of the Zaptai story, it was not just handled poorly. We've all known that the Zaptai story was handled poorly. But there were blatant mistruths that were taken as fact, and nobody up until now did the work to find out whether or not it was true or not. So yeah, going back to this whole list here, Tommy C. Alex was like, "Oh, are you sending your dick to fans too?" Now you could say that was a joke, but given the position that Alex was in, he's a YouTuber with over 100,000 subscribers at the time, and he's sitting here implying that because Tommy C is criticizing their podcast, he must be a pedophile too. Yeah, scratch that one off the list. Alex was doing Tommy CP before the fucking Bloodsports meme came out. He was a little ahead of the curve there. That's not true. I mean, it should go without saying this guy is 100% not a fucking pedophile. That's obvious. Next up on the list, of course, Zaptai. We just talked about that. Zaptai and Tommy kind of go together because it happened around the same time. Alex implied all 4 of these guys are pedophiles. Did he get a single one correct? The only one I can see that's a maybe is Zaptai. Now, this was made about 2 weeks ago. Looks like 2 weeks ago. Well, 2 weeks have passed since then. I've seen the screenshots, the conversations, the logs, the videos, the old streams. And it's horrifying to see a guy in the position that Alex is allowed to get away with this. This untold tale of like 3 years ago. It's interesting. It's fascinating. When Nick told me that he was doing a video on this whole situation, I think I told him something like, "Really? Zaptai? Who gives a shit? That doesn't sound entertaining. That doesn't interest me." And then he showed me through the process of weeks all the stuff that he found that nobody bothered to take the time of their day to find, even though we're talking about serious pedophilia and among the other things that were labeled on Zaptai. And I'm not saying that when you finish watching Nick's video, you're going to walk away thinking Zaptai is a saint. Let me clarify that. But what you will find is the commonly accepted narrative that this guy is a pedophile. You're not only going to find that that is untrue, but you're going to find that many of the people involved in Slazo, it's the same characters.
Ooh. It's oddly connected, to be fair. I think the best way I would describe what the video is going to be like and how Zaptai is going to come out of it is that it's similar to how Pro Jared vindicated himself, where Pro Jared said he's not a pedophile, but he still did some like weird things on Tumblr. So the Zaptai,
he's not a saint. Let me clarify that. Zaptai is not a saint. But you'll find out everything. What's scheduled is October 9th on
October 9th.
Nicholas Diorio. I remember telling him, I was like, why are you doing a video on Zaptai? Who cares, man? Like, that's boring. Nope. No. Yep. There is a a very good reason you're going to want to revisit this tale or find it out for the first place. I mean, a lot of people weren't around at that time. They don't remember Zaptai, which is strange to me. But a lot of people don't remember. Well,
yeah.
See how not different things were 3 years ago. Go ahead, Bubbles.
Hearing the development of this video behind the scenes has been so interesting because, like, Nick just started out, like, maybe a month ago, maybe, like, 3 weeks ago or so. He's like, I'm kind of bored. I'm going to do a retrospective on Zaptai. It was an interesting situation. I kind of want to look back into it. And I'm like, okay, seems like a nice throwaway video. And then he comes back, like, a week later. He's like, I found out something. I'm going to do this and this and this. And then, like, every week as it progresses, like, the narrative keeps changing and you see, like, Nick finding new information based off what was already posted. And then he finds even more stuff like the live stream leak we just showed. And it just starts all coming together. And it's like he's building, like he's discovering all this stuff that nobody knew back in the day. And it's just so interesting to hear this go from, like, kind of like, hey, let's, do a retrospective on Zaptai, recap everything that happened. It was a while ago. Maybe people are interested, to a whole new narrative from a story that was 2 years old. Almost 3 years, I think.
I'm looking through the list right here. Oh, by the way, funny little tidbit about all of this. Let me just pull this up right here. Funny story about all of this. There we are. So, in the stream that they did on Blues Dank's channel, you'll notice the donation bar had a very interesting name. Tommy C is over party. Now, why is this significant? Maybe Blues Dank just doesn't like Tommy or didn't like Tommy at the time or whatever. I don't know. It's actually kind of significant because after the Zaptai situation died out back in February, Alex had said him and I'll just read Tommy's tweet. This is smaller in comparison, but I thought it was worth bringing up. Tommy says, Mr. Bluesync and ImAllexx put this in a stream in May of 2017. After Alex said we had everything sorted from February 2017, by the next May 2018, a year after the stream took place, we would be shaking hands in London, where he repeated that we are all good. Funny how I ended up playing a role in Alex being canceled. More is to come. Well, more is to come is correct, but February.
It's pretty. I like that karma there.
February. We're all cool. May, Tommy C's over. Wait, what's this all about? And then the next year, we're shaking hands in person in London. Now you might be thinking, well, this is Blues Dink stream. Maybe Blues Dink's titled that, and he doesn't like Tommy C, and Alex is entirely not to do with the situation. Well, I listened to the audio. And Alex, indirectly, of course, throws shade at someone where it's obvious that he's talking about Tommy. Which is strange, because at that point, they should be cool, right? Question mark? I guess not. I don't know. You can assume that Blues Dank, probably typed it in there because Alex was in there. I don't think Blues Dank had any part in this. He probably... There was some shit talk going on there. So, not a major breakthrough, obviously, but it just kind of goes to show that, little bit of fakeness going on. Not
Still
surprising.
think it's kind of funny that Tommy complains about that, considering he does the same shit, but...
It does what?
Says that, like, you're cool with somebody and then goes and publicly, goes after them.
Boblack's views. All right. These are the views of Boblack's, and RFC does not agree.
Why? It's proven.
I don't know about that one. All right. Listen. At the end of the day, you can buy your brand new ImAllexx U2 collectible toy on youtubes.com. There you go. That's all you need to know at the end of this.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure after that ringing endorsement, they're going to be just overflowed with sales. It's going to be great.
Can't wait to buy that. The pre-order just started, guys. It's going to ship in November. I wonder how long it's going to be on sale. I wonder... I don't know, man. The thing about this is, like, generally, I don't care for YouTubers getting canceled. But I feel like with how dangerous ImAllexx is, I feel like he should lose a lot of credibility, and he has within the community, and he has been losing subs slightly. But
he lost a shitload of subs.
I mean, he's still getting these brand deals. He's still doing well, and it's just like. Eventually, people are going to forget about all these stories. They're going to forget about the Slaza one. They're going to forget about the Zaptai one coming up. And ImAllexx will just move past all of this and he can continue with this bad behavior while still doing well. And it bothers me. That bothers me. Like, I don't care. Like, if I don't like somebody... I don't necessarily want like their careers to be over or anything. Like they can do what they want. I can just not like them.
When I don't like someone, they need to burn.
But with ImAllexx, it's like him having this much credibility and power is dangerous because he can use it to falsely accuse people.
I want to point out Alex's social blade right here. Boblackx is correct. I mean, he did lose a bunch of subs, but it's not like, in comparison to the amount that he had in store, that it was a big deal. But what's important is that we kind of neutralized his growth there. It's not going up or down. So let's take a look at the start. So yeah, he's gaining, but every time he uploads, he loses 500, 300, 500, 500. It's just not going anywhere. And then, of course, YouTube had to abbreviate the sub counts and shit. And ever since then, he has not gone up or down. That shit has been fucking a plateau. That's just plateaued real hard. Mm-hmm. And if we look at the graph right here, well, you can see the incredible growth he had this year. This was a damn good year for Alex until summer came. You can see he started January off, right, 1 million subs, just growing every month, pulling over 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, he had a bit of a spike at the beginning of this year due to like a shift in content.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, really, if you look at it, because if I can get a little screenshot here, not only does it plateau, but it goes down a little bit. Oh, negative 10,000, negative 8,000, and then it just plateaus. It's amazing. Amazing. Jesse Lee Peterson was
hasn't exactly been able to recover either.
Nope.
Since people are talking about it in chat, I figured I would probably need to clarify what I said because I kind of left it a little open-ended. I'll be super quick, Augie. But what I was referring to with Tommy is in February, specifically in February, I went in DMs with Tommy and I asked if we were cool because he seemed a little aggressive towards me after I made.
He did a Monday night. You're like, "Are we cool?"
Yeah, and he said, "Yeah, we're cool. We're cool." And then a day later, he went on a live stream and said, "Boblackx is a disingenuous piece of shit," or something.
What live stream? Wait, what live stream?
It was in February. It's the one that you got mad at.
The gaming
February?
Stream?
No, it was on A Shot from the Point. Keemstar made a Twitter video reacting to it where he laughed at it. This is February pre-Instagram wake up. It's when you also got mad at him for that clip. And he did that a day after in DMs he said we were cool. So that's what I'm saying he's hypocritical of. Just that specific instance. Nothing in relation past that. Since he's been very clear of his opinion on me past that point. But that's what I meant. To clarify.
Well, there you go. I think that's about it for the Alex segment. I'm gonna clip this and put this on Red Fox Comms, of course, because it's important. This right here, Nick, if you're still in the chat, you wanted me to hype the fuck out of this. I think I did my job. All right, go sub to Nick Diorio in the chat, youtube.com/Nicholas Diorio. I put the link up there earlier. You can find Nick in the chat. He'll click his channel, sub, get those notifications up. That was your fucking teaser, Nick. You better. It was worth the 10 grand he paid me. All right, so
10K, dude. 10K for the dick suck, dude.
But no, I'm being serious though. This is important, and I cannot wait to see how he ties all of this together. The, I guess, artistic direction, if you want to even use that to describe a YouTube video. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to see how exactly he wraps this in a easily watchable package. Nick will figure it out, dude. Nick's got it. Nick can do the videos. I cannot. I mean, I can do this, but I can't do the videos. So he's got a talent for this, and I can't wait to see how this comes out. I thought the video was going to be coming later this month. October 9th is way earlier than I thought. So I can't wait to see.
Dude, watch Shane Dawson releases like James Charles part of his documentary on October 9th, and everybody just overlooks Nick's video.
When is October 9th? Okay, that's a Wednesday. Ooh, shit. Wednesdays are the days we usually don't do the podcast because there's like usually nothing to talk about. Well, there you go.
Well,
I'm sure
now we have
plenty...
a podcast on Wednesday, guys. Unless Nick is a fucking dumbass and he like releases like in the middle of the night or like, you know, after hours happens. You better release that shit before after hours, Nick. Come on, dude.
He usually does. We usually work hard schedules around each other, so
yeah.
I'm sure that'll be great. If you just came in the stream, by the way, and you missed the Alex portion, you can. I'm pretty sure DVR is turned on, so you can tune it back and listen, or you can wait for me to clip this. I'm going to clip this immediately after the podcast. So it should be up and ready to go a few hours after the podcast is done, or after the stream is done. So yeah. There you go. Barry After Hours. Fuck no, dude. Nick's the homie. He's not gonna fucking do me raw like that. That was a weird use of words there. He's not gonna do me like that. Alright. That's about it for the Alex portion. Also in the news, to kind of transition a little bit, we got other stuff to talk about. It's mostly gonna be a chill show. We got some stuff to talk about Twitch and their treatment with the streamer Delor. One of my friends got a bunch of articles written on him for a little thing he did. I just thought I'd go over that. Like I said, usually the Friday shows are a lot more chill, a lot more laid back. That's usually how it works. I'm just making sure nobody's in callers. Not like we take callers anymore, but just if there's like YouTubers in there or whatever. I don't know. Alright, we got somewhat of a big story to go over. This is debatable what's going on here. Like, I feel like this people could be like, oh, you're either taking the bait, or they could get, like, legitimately hyped for this. But, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me just pop that up on screen right here. This was, sent to me on, in DMs earlier today. iDubbbz uploaded a new content up that's privated or unlisted. I'm asking the question here. So, I was sent the screenshot where someone was looking at iDubbbz's channel, and they were saying that the Content Cop playlist, it says it was updated today. Now, I thought this was something like, oh, well, you know, he uploaded a Content Cop, but it's like unlisted because he's still waiting for monetization or something like that. Now, someone actually did, it was Crazier. He pointed this out. He said, nah, if that was the case, the playlist would have a 12th video that is private, but at this point in time, there are still only 11 Content Cops. Which, if that's how it works, well, then I guess that deconfirms the Content Cop theory, correct?
Well, maybe he added to the playlist and then removed it, and then it said it was updated. Because if it says update today, he definitely changed something in the playlist. He changed something with the playlist.
I'm going to pull up his channel right now and just check the playlist real quick, just to see if it looks the same.
See if there's like a private video or something.
If it's a private video, I mean, that doesn't confirm it either, because we all know this is a very strange topic, right? Because iDubbbz never, if you know anything about iDubbbz, you know he never announces his plan of attack or whenever he's doing something. He doesn't say something like contact up soon, or if he does, he means contact up tomorrow. Not really, hyping it up for weeks on end. He did upload a video where he said contact ops are coming soon, but obviously that could be just iDubbbz baiting. He could just be messing with the playlist to trick people. You don't really know. I'm just checking his channel right now to see. But he doesn't plan his attacks. So that's why I don't really see a contact up happening. I thought it was confirmed this morning. That's why I put that tweet up. But now I'm starting to think, I don't know. Okay, so I'm looking at his channel right now. If I show you guys this right here. So the contact up playlist, it says updated yesterday now. And I'm looking in the list right now. There's 11 videos. And they're all public videos. They're all public content ops.
Yeah.
Here's another theory, right? What if he forgot to put a content cop in the playlist and he just tossed it in there just to sync it all up?
Maybe.
I suppose. I don't know.
Or he reorganized like the list.
Yeah, because
what order they're in.
You know what happened? I used to have a set where like every time I'd adjust a playlist, it would tweet it out, and that was annoying. So when I went to change it and make it stop tweeting shit out, it actually said updated playlist, even though I didn't add a video to it. So there's that theory as well. I really don't think there's a content cop coming out now. I was convinced earlier this morning when I saw the screenshot. I was like, oh shit, it's actually happening. Now I'm kind of like, you know what? Nah, there's no way.
I don't know.
It's not working on.
I still think there's a possibility content cop will come out. I'll only believe that there's no content cop and he was trolling us if we get through the rest of this year and one doesn't come out.
Yeah.
That's kind of like my threshold at the moment. Because, I mean, in the past he has like kind of teased that series are coming back. Like I think he said Fan Unboxing is coming back like a couple months before it came back, so.
Yeah, I don't really know. To be honest, I don't want Content Cop to come back. And I'll tell you why. Like, a few years ago on the YouTube climate or whatever, Content Cops were a big deal. Like, you would speculate, you would try to figure out the signs of who's getting a Content Cop. And that was because Content Cops of the time had a big impact on YouTube. It was a big deal when a Content Cop came out. It was deathmatch for a YouTuber if a Content Cop came out. Your shit's gonna get fucked if a content cop comes out on you. But nowadays, YouTube is just so massive that it doesn't really matter anymore. A lot of like the biggest content cops were on people within the commentary community, but that was back when commentary was just relegated to one specific section of YouTube. Like back in the day, 2016, 2017, commentary, like the commentary community was not a broad term. It meant a very specific group of people in a very specific part of YouTube. It was almost like skeptic community. Like, like skeptic community, who's a skeptic, who's not a skeptic. Like that very secluded scene of YouTube. Skeptic YouTubers typically don't interact with mainstream YouTubers and stuff like that. They're their own thing. And that was how commentary was for a while. When commentary was like this, content cops meant like that was a big deal because it was all secluded in its own section and not a content cop on a very mainstream person. The impact was greater. It was stronger. But now commentary is a very vague, wide umbrella term almost for a bunch of different things. Commentators are interacting with mainstream YouTubers all the time. It's all mainstream now. It's not secluded. It's not for an older audience anymore. Now, most of the people who are into commentary nowadays, they don't remember Zaptai. They don't remember Hotwed Soup. They don't remember Baited Podcast. They don't remember any of this. So, because of that, I really don't feel like Content Cop should continue. It had its impact, don't get me wrong. They were great, but now the magic's kind of gone, and I don't really see a reason for him to continue the series. What do you think?
I'd have to disagree with you.
Oh, really?
Wholly on that. So, because we don't know if the magic is gone until he releases one and we see what happens. I do agree that potentially the magic is gone, but we'll have to see. Also, most of the content cops aren't on commentary channels. Amateur food reviewers, Jinx, toy channel reviews, Fine Bros, The only ones on commentators is Keemstar and Leafy. That's it. I guess you can maybe count Rice Gum. But besides
Rice Gum was
that,
definitely in that group, yeah.
It's not really for commentary. It's for any type of channel, honestly. He could cover anybody. He could cover a beauty community person.
Here's the deal, right? If you look at the
whoever.
playlist of Content Cops, a lot of the early ones were generally like vague topics. They were very low hitters. They were still entertaining. They're fun to look at. But the earlier ones, like food reviewers, Jinx Reloaded, toy review channels, the Fine Bros, which everyone was doing at the time, toy channels, how to prank, like these are very like vague, basic topics that are more room for comedy and less room for impact and real character assassinations. Later on in the series, I think with Keemstar, then Leafy, then Tana, then Jake Paul, they're attacking. These videos are attacking very specific people, and the impact. The point of the content cop is to have an impact, have a punch. You don't get that nowadays.
The thing is, I agree. There's two types of content cops. There's the big four, which is Leafy, Keemstar, Tana, Rice Gum, which are all kind of like more character assassinations than content reviews, although Leafy's was kind of more focused on his content. And then there's the other ones, like he has a modern one that is kind of a low hitter called Tech Destruction Channels. If he's continuing Content Cop, he could easily still do those low hitting. Like,
I mean, if that's what he means when Content Cop is coming back, I don't really have an issue with that. I guess more, I'd just be like, don't name it Content Cop, because Content Cop, it started as a small project and then it became this massive deal. And this massive deal that was Content Cop is impossible to do nowadays. So I'd say probably something like, don't maybe bring it back in spirit, but don't call it Content Cop, because the whole era of Content Cop is over, Like, when you hear Content Cop, you expect a heavy hitter. But if what you get is Toy Channel's number 3 or something, I mean, that's fine content, but it's not the expectation,
Yeah, I'm sure people will be fine with that, though. Like, I don't see why
there's an expectation, though. Like, if you put out a lower energy Content Cop or something, I mean, people will eat it up. But it's not really going to, I don't know, it's not really...
Does iDubbbz necessarily want to do that, though?
Sorry
it seems like the whole reason he stopped Content Cop in the first place is because he doesn't want to be used as a weapon to destroy commentary channels.
I guess, I don't know. We'll just have to agree to disagree.
I feel like with Content Cop, iDubbbz's intention was always just to make a funny thing while he, like, shat on somebody. But everybody else's view of it is like, oh, it's to kill a channel. It's the final nail in the coffin. It's to, like, destroy somebody. But I don't think iDubbbz necessarily wants to do that. He just wants to see a shit channel and critique it and make a funny video. So I feel like there's a disconnect between viewer expectation and what iDubbbz wants to do. And I feel like if iDubbbz wants to do a Content Cop on somebody and not, like, destroy their channel off it, that's fine. I mean, the only Content Cop that really destroyed somebody was Leafy. Only 1 out of 11. So, I don't know. I don't really see that as the motive behind him making Content Cop. Even though the audience...
It's less about his motive and more about what people expect. But, like I said, we can agree to disagree here. Stefan through 5, he said, check Discord DMs. Thank you for that. And I am checking right now. It links to a GoFundMe. Or sorry, no, GoFund. I'm fucking stupid. It links to change.org. And I would show it on screen, but this fucking website shows my damn address on stream because I signed one of these before, and apparently you had to put your address in there. So it's literally like fucking showing my address right now, so I can't show it, otherwise I'll get fucked. But it says, arrest Bella Delphine for thottery and tax fraud. What the fuck is this? He says, H3 just released a podcast saying that she is actually being arrested now? I do need to look more into it. We all know H3 clickbait's like a motherfucker. Oh, she can't get arrested for being a thought. What is this? It takes a very specific type of criminal to commit a crime as horrid as thottery. E-girl Bella Delphine has traumatized our youth with her online presence. On top of that, she has committed tax fraud. Put Bella Delphine in prison for life. For thottery and tax fraud.
For thottery.
The thought police. God damn it.
That's cringe.
Wait, so H3 put a podcast out? Hold on, let me check.
Wait,
this is breaking news
video?
Apparently, that's what I'm hearing. Let me double check his podcast channel. Imagine freaking out over e-thoughts.
Yeah, I don't get that. I know it's a very popular thing. I mean, to an extent, I kind of benefited off of it with my Lindy video, but like, it's just something I don't really understand. Like, yes, these girls are doing this blatantly like low effort, sexualized content on Twitch, and Twitch's TOS is inconsistent. But I mean, if they want it on their site and people watch it, you know, who cares? The supply and demand, so just do it.
You know what's funny? I love this. Is like in a lot of like right-wing circles that I follow on the internet, like they get like genuinely pissed about all this shit. You know, it's funny too because the whole Bella Delphine bathwater situation was actually like a huge topic in a lot of like right-leaning political channels I followed, and I remember seeing all these videos in my feed, and I was just like, why the fuck are these guys covering this? This is like commentary topics. Why are they covering this? It's like the you know, the degenerate, you know, beta orbiters or something like that need to be abolished or something like that. It's fucking hilarious. I don't know. My policy on shit has always been, if it's not a direct threat to me or whatever, I don't really give a shit. And fucking Bella Delphine is certainly not. But yeah, they get really fucking pissed. I'm just like, I don't know. I think there's more important issues to talk about in politics than fucking Bella Delphine's bathwater. But no, this is a podcast from H3 right here. Bella Delphine arrested by British authorities and Fousey and Song. Okay, whatever. I don't give a shit about Fousey. People ask me to cover the Fousey fight or watch the Fousey fight. Hell no. That shit sounds boring as fuck. But what is the deal with this Bella Delphine shit? I'm confused.
I guess Bella Delphine got arrested for tax fraud. That's it.
I gotta look this up and see if this is real, because H3 does like to clickbait, which good for him, I guess. Go for it. Fucking stupid.
ID lube for iDubbbz to make a content cop on me, lol.
A content cop on you? What do you make? Why would iDubbbz do a content cop on you? People like do a content cop on Augie RFC. That'd be a great idea.
I would love a content cop on me. Like, people are like, dude, I would hate to have a content cop. I'd love a content cop on me, dude. I feel like content cops are a good thing for the creators that are targeted, because it gives them relevancy and it gives them something to work off of for their own channel.
By the way, I'm not seeing anything on the Bella Delphine tax fraud shit. There's no news articles, and I feel like if this was real, there would be like a fuckload of articles. But anyway, going back to the content cop thing, do you remember the amount of people who were legitimately scared for their channels when content cop was brought up? Like, it was a meme for a lot of people, but for a lot of people, it was a real threat. Like, oh my God, I don't want a content cop to be made on me.
Yeah, people were like, Ricegum, you're crazy for requesting a content cop. What the fuck? And Keem was like, yeah, I survived my content cop. And
people... Like, oh my God, this is a throwback of a century right here. I remember when the Leafy content cop came out, Ricegum made a video baiting iDubbbz to do a content cop on him. He did eventually get a content cop, but that was like a year later, so much different. But at the time when he was baiting iDubbbz, people were like legitimately making the arguments. They were like, you don't want iDubbbz to make a video on you. What are you talking about? That is career suicide, wishing for something like that to happen. And if you look at it now, you wonder, like, what the hell? Like, how could one guy on the internet have so much power over your career? That doesn't make any sense. But back then, that was a real threat that people actually legitimately, seriously talked about.
Yeah, because everybody who was hit with a content cop got, like, mass unsub.
Yeah, I mean...
But
I'm just, like,
fair,
looking back at it.
Now there's bigger threats out there. Like, a Tatty video is way more than a fucking content cop.
Yeah, now you gotta worry about, you know, if you hugged a girl in a photograph 2 years ago, and if some bitch like Tatty's gonna come up and make a video on you and say you raped that girl, that's a legitimate threat, not a content cop.
Yeah, content cop was like the predecessor to canceling somebody. Like, if you got content copped, you were canceled back in the day. Although it wasn't to as big of a magnitude as being canceled is now. So being canceled is kind of like an evolution of content cop in that sense. Or what content cop brought on channels.
Augie rapes me, not clickbait. Yeah, exactly. That's a far more legitimate threat. Think about like what lost people's subs 3 years ago. It just took some guy to say your content is gay. there goes your subs. Nowadays, nobody cares about that anymore. It's just the difference that 3 years makes. Nowadays, what kills you is the rape allegations, which is a much more serious threat than somebody saying your content's fucking gay. I don't know, man. I just choose to look back and be like, man, the Content Cop days are great, but I really don't care that much if they come back.
Yeah, it's just been so long since the last one that it really seems like a relic of the past rather than like a current ongoing series, but I could see it coming back and doing okay. I'm more interested to see how it would do. And I'm fine if Content Cop is canceled permanently.
Content
like, I'm
Cop
100%
videos
fine
were
with that. I think it's had its time. I kind of agree with you in the sense that, like, oh, it was like a relic of the past, and it coming back would... I feel like it coming back would be more of like a retro revival rather than a continuation of a series. That's kind of how I see it at the moment. And I would like to see at least one video of Content Cop to come back just to see how it would do in today's environment on YouTube, and like culture. But I mean, I'm not really like dying for a new Content Cop to come out or like expect it to be the exact same as like the previous ones in terms of its impact or anything like that.
Yeah, certainly. All right, let's move on here. We'll talk about my friend in just a moment. This is a real story, and it's kind of depressing. I mean, it has a very good outcome, but it kind of goes to highlight the bullshit over on Twitch, which if you know anything about me, you know that I will not miss an opportunity to talk some shit about Twitch. They banned one of their formerly partnered streamers, and the reasoning was bullshit. Let's take a look at this. So, a lot of people were sending me this. Now, I think the after hours that this would have gone on, if we covered this at the time, would have been the Chris Hansen one, which obviously we were a little we had our hands tied up in that stream.
We were hearing some current opinions on that one.
Yeah, which, by the way, apparently Keemstar tossed up a clip of our stream on Wednesday, and that stream clip has about as many views as this entire channel overall. So thanks Keemstar. Way to rub it in, buddy. But no, this guy Delor, or Deller, I was familiar with this guy actually from a Simply Dad video when he was coming up. I went over to Simply Dad's channel. I just looked up his latest video, and I was like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna play this in the background. And it was a video about Delor. Now this guy, bit of a formerly edgy streamer. There's a very infamous stream clip where he screamed the N-word like 60 times during an Overwatch game, and because of that, he got banned from all Overwatch professional tournaments. Because, I mean, he said the fucking N-word 60 times in one stream. Now, nowadays, that would certainly get you auto-banned on Twitch, but back then, he only got a temp ban. He's had a history of freaking out on Twitch. There was a recent clip that a lot of people criticized where he was playing Overwatch with one girl, obviously non-competitively because he's banned from all competitions nowadays. But he was just playing Overwatch non-competitively, and he was playing with a girl, and, you know, obviously he's making a lot of jokes, you know, like she was playing healer or whatever, you know, there's the meme that girls can only play like support characters in Overwatch because, you know, if they can't use the gun properly, they're not as aimed, which is an entire
joke in League.
It's a joke, and it's based on entirety of facts, but it's still a joke. So, I mean, let's just face it: men are just naturally better at with guns and
most girls like to play the healing characters.
I like how me and Boblax are going on. Boblax is like most girls like to, and I'm just saying no, they can't. They have to.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, trust me, they can. They're allowed to play the other characters, but if they do, you're gonna lose. If they do, you're gonna lose. Like, trust me, dude. I've played a lot of League of Legends matches
for the sake of not getting banned. Anyway, so yeah, he's making a lot of jokes like, oh yeah, you're playing the supporter character, and then at the end she does something stupid, which leads him to spurg out. He's like, make me a sandwich, bitch, or something. And then all the orbiters or whatever were like, oh my God, you can't say that about women. A sandwich joke? Oh, that's too far, bro. And yeah, he got another temp ban for that. On the day that he was supposed to get all of his subs back, because apparently he was banned from being his sub button got removed for 6 months So he had to stream without a sub button, which if you know anything about Twitch, the majority of your income is coming from subs. So getting your sub button removed, that's like if I were to get my super chat button removed, which one day could happen. It's a very likely possibility. It's pretty bad if you're a streamer, if you get your sub button removed. You're pretty much cucked. He still stayed with Twitch, surprisingly. And on the day that he was supposed to get his sub button back, reinstated, well, he had a moment on stream where he smashed a keyboard on his face out of anger, and that got him banned permanently for self-harm. Now, it's important to note, he does this all the time. This is not a new gimmick. It's like a gimmick on a stream. Like when you watch Asian Andy and he's like ripping his shirt off in public, it's just a regular gimmick like that. But this guy, we're gonna see just how bullshit. You might think like, oh, that does qualify as self-harm. It really doesn't if you read his statement, which I'm gonna go ahead and pull up right now. But BoBlack, since you're an ardent defender of Twitch, Twitch streamer yourself, what are your thoughts on hearing the story so far?
I've never defended Twitch on their TOS. I just like using the website to stream. That's about it. I don't care for their staff.
Too. I'm like, where are the winners over here on YouTube? I can play games on YouTube. I can do whatever the fuck I want on YouTube. You, on the other hand, you're tied to the authoritarian Twitch. So have fun with that.
I will. Twitch.tv.
Enjoy your subs all you want. Yeah, Twitch.tv. So, by the way, BoBlacks, you are going live tonight, correct?
Probably, yep.
Yeah, probably. All right.
Last night I didn't because I was working on a video, but tonight I will. Yeah.
I saw you go live on Twitch, though. You're watching the Gamer Guide video, which we might talk about.
Oh, yeah, I did briefly, but then it was, like, really boring, so I stopped.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Damn! Oh, my God.
It was so bad. I guess we could talk about that briefly if you want.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. We still have this to cover. Because this just highlights that Twitch is bullshit, their narratives or whatever. See you later, Stefan. See you later. All right, let's look into this right here. There we are. Why is my screen black? It does that now. OBS does this thing where every time I switch a scene, the screen is automatically black for some reason. I don't know why. All right, this is a statement. By the way, after I must point this out. After Deller smashed the keyboard on his face and got banned, he put up a suicide note basically on his Twitter. Now, this is his follow-up note where he clarifies that everything is going to be okay. However, he reveals that the ban that he got was not a temp ban like he usually is used to getting. It was a permanent ban. So let's take a look at this. To my fans, ... First off, I'm sorry I scared you. I am okay. I checked myself into a hospital and stayed in a psych ward for 2 days. I received treatment therapy and was diagnosed and received medication. I regret what I did. I love life and want to continue living and entertaining you guys. If you guys are suffering from mental health, please go get some help, that is. The 2 days I spent getting treatment has helped me tremendously. Don't be scared to get help. Secondly, I heard back from Twitch and I am permanently banned. My spirit is crushed right now. I streamed for a decade on this platform. Let's see. I've been here from the beginning. I was banned and demonetized and still stayed loyal. I streamed for 6 months, and the day I was going to get my sub button back, Twitch banned me permanently for self-harm. Now, like I said, you might look at a guy smashing the keyboard in his face as like, oh, well, yeah, that's obviously self-harm. But he goes on to add some context. They considered me breaking a keyboard over my head as self-harm. I understand why someone might think this, but I've done this hundreds of times on my stream. I took time to figure out the cheapest, flimsiest, easiest to break keyboard to make sure I've never harmed myself in the process. I had no intention of harming myself. I did it to entertain my fans. There are countless videos and compilations of me smashing keyboards over my head. I know Twitch staff has seen them before and never received a warning or anything. They told me it's permanent because of my number of strikes. I believe I had 4 strikes in my account, 2 of which were 2+ years ago. I've been told multiple times, trusted sources, that your previous strikes would go away after a period of time of good behavior. I honestly thought I was okay and that my old strikes would have gone, but they didn't. To add to this, back during the massive TOS overhaul a year ago, I went to grade. Okay, so it basically talks about how, yeah, I've always gone to extents to make sure that I'm not going to get fucked with and shit like that. And they still fucked him in the ass because it's Twitch. Of course they will. I mean, it's always going to happen. Now I see Spooky Weeb Chest. What a faggot, crying, killing himself on Twitch. I understand, yeah, that. I don't know. I just look at a guy like this. I don't see any reason to clown on him so far. I mean, I don't know. Some people are just, they get their job taken away. That's one of the biggest reasons people kill themselves is getting unemployed. So I don't know.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Mumkey was pretty depressed after leaving his YouTube channel. I don't see many people calling him a,
No, plenty of people did. I've seen, yeah. You watched the Kill stream like a few months ago when they were interviewing his pedo. What a faggot! Fuck Mumkey. I'm never. Yeah, there's plenty of vitriol towards Mumkey. But yeah. Yeah, even in this chat.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah. But no, they fucked him in the ass like they will with every single person. Doesn't matter if you're a partner. Doesn't matter. All it matters if you got titties. That's your protection over at Twitch.
How many followers can I reach before I get banned, guys?
Boblex, you're the worst. On Twitch, you call people faggots, tell them to kill themselves. You call them autistic. Maybe you can get away with the last one because you do have the pass. But yeah, Boblex, your days are numbered. You might as well just come here to YouTube. I'm just looking right now. I looked up your channel. How much did this guy have before he got banned? 200K, Jesus.
Damn, that's really big on Twitch. That's really big.
So
on Twitch.
for perspective, 200K on YouTube, versus 200K on Twitch, like that's not the same. Like 200K on Twitch is like a mil on YouTube. So he lost a good ass.
Wait, it says on Social Blade right there that it was actually 400. No, it was 500,000.
Oh shit! It was 500,000. Jesus, he lost 500K. I don't know.
Damn.
So yeah, I guess he's fucked. I mean, I don't really know how to tie this in a pretty package. I think the move he was talking. So he made this tweet, right, and he was like, "Yeah, I got banned from Twitch or whatever." And Ninja replied or something. He was like, "DM me about Mixer," and I'm just looking at that. I'm like, "Don't go on Mixer, dude." I mean, come on, man. Mixer is worse than Twitch. First off, Mixer's interface garbage. The way Mixer looks, garbage. But that's all aesthetic. If the platform's good, but the aesthetic is garbage, I can get past it. Mixer, their TOS is garbage. Like, it's like 10 times worse than Twitch. Like, I would not feel comfortable. I know people are going to say, well, Mixer does not enforce their TOS as strictly as Twitch, and Mixer's not as biased as Twitch. Well, there's no telling it could get worse in the future, and if that's how bad it is now, it's only going to get worse. So don't go to Mixer. Come on, man. Especially if you're an edgier streamer. You go on DLive or I guess YouTube or something, because YouTube will fuck you over in many ways, but generally you can get away with most shit on YouTube still. I mean, the site might be degrading every day, but you can still get away with most stuff. If you're a political guy, especially a big political right-winger guy, YouTube might not be a good place to put all your eggs in, but if you're just a gamer who's a little edgy or whatever, you can still get away with stuff on YouTube. So, but yeah, that's Twitch just once again almost leading a man to suicide. What a great platform. Enjoy it, Bowbox. Because one day you will hang yourself because of whatever Twitch stuff. I wish I got nothing but support though. I hope he does well. I hope he does well for himself, because I don't like seeing people get pulled off platforms, especially for bullshit reason. Generally, I'm a free speech absolutist type. You can, I don't think you should get banned from any platform generally, unless you're like a pedophile. So if I see a guy get banned, then generally I think like I wish some support on wherever else they go. So yeah, there you go. That's Twitch, the little update there, just a little throwback, just to remind you guys just how shitty the platform is. Be sure to follow Boblax. Twitch.tv/Boblax. Get them up there.
It's a shitty platform, but everybody create a Twitch account and follow.
You know what's the worst part about all of this? I'm so hateful to Twitch, but all my friends stream on there. You stream on there, Tipster is on there, Ben of all people streams on there. Like the least guy you would think who would be on there, he's still on there. All you guys hang around on Twitch, and I can't do shit for you. I mean, I can read you to an extent, but I can't host you guys or shit like that. It's just like, come over here or on DLive or something. Come on, guys, get on the program here.
Well, it's because Twitch, besides like the actual staff, Twitch itself, like the interface and everything, it's a great platform. Just like as a product. So I don't know. I like streaming over there.
It is a good platform, I'll tell you this. It's probably the best platform for streaming if you take away their TOS and their bias.
Exactly.
And you get rid of those two things, the platform is perfect. And Twitch does a lot of stuff that a lot of other platforms don't do. They got integrated rating features. They have, most importantly, free ways to donate. like the Twitch Prime, and you know, you can watch ads for bits and stuff like that. That is huge. That makes people a lot of money. You can make bank off of Twitch if you play your cards right over there, and you can't really do that in the same way on YouTube. Like YouTube, their super chat feature is pretty good because it's built in with PayPal, Apple Pay, whatever. It's very easy to use, but you know, it still costs money at the end of the day. Just having the option to sub to people for free, that's a massive advantage that puts Twitch over other platforms. The problem is, people like me, we can't go on there. I can go on there and not say faggot, not say the N-word or anything like that, keep my vocabulary limited, but I'm still limited in what I can talk about. I can't talk about drama because some of that drama involves other Twitch streamers, and now all of a sudden I'm harassing them. I can't go on there and I can't show certain stories involving like, I can't show clips of other streams like Mr. Medicare. That's going to get me banned on there because Medicare's going to say something. Even though that's not coming from me, it's coming from somewhere else, I still get banned on there. Yeah, don't say no. Can't say that.
Honestly, like, I'm just risking it, and then hopefully, like, as I grow bigger, Twitch's TOS gets better or something. I don't know. Someone just
you are
needs
so
to, like, hire
optimistic. It's cute. Look at this guy over here, thinking things are gonna get better.
Personality when it comes to most things. Yeah.
Look at this dude.
No, the contrast between me and Augie's outlook on the future of platforms. Augie's like, everybody's about to get terminated. It's a matter of time.
It's
and
because
I'm just like, it could be better. I think YouTube is improving.
It's because I'm sitting here preaching nothing but facts, and you just don't want to hear it. I mean, it's fine. I don't want to hear it either, but you know, it's the difference of perspective. I've accepted that we're all going to get fucked in the ass. You're still waiting to get fucked in the ass.
No, I see the reality, but my perspective is it's going to go up in certain regards in terms of, you know, it. Yeah, I'm optimistic. You're pessimistic.
Well,
just the difference.
I'm generally pretty optimistic. Like, I'm optimistic. I recognize that shit's gonna get worse as it goes on, but I'm not like gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, YouTube, you know. Like, I've already accepted that bullshit will come my way, and I keep a smile, you know? I'm not just like, you know, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself, YouTube's fucking me in the ass, you know? I just say, well, I've accepted that's gonna happen, and as a result, I keep a mostly positive outlook.
Realistically, I just work with what we have now, and then whatever happens in the future, it happens. So I don't really...
It's generally how I do things.
Like, I'm focusing on the present. The future is not a concern to me in terms of what might happen, like something out of my control, like YouTube changing something or Twitch changing something. Like, I'm not worrying about that. I'm just focusing on what they have now and what I can talk about and what I can utilize, so...
I can't do that joke on Twitch. I was gonna say Nigeria, but I wrote another G. You can't do that shit on Twitch. That's obviously a joke, but nope, on Twitch. If I were to do that in Boblox's chat, I'm fucked.
I'd mod you.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. I'm a mod.
I'd pin it, dude. You can't pin stuff, but I'd promote that, dude.
Why isn't that a feature? You pinning stuff in the... I don't know.
Yeah, or highlighting. Like, if your chat's going really fast and you want to, like, you see a comment and you want to, like, click on it and highlight it and, like, freeze it on the chat, that'd kind of be cool. That'd be a cool feature. Hire me, Twitch. And fire all those SJWs as well. That'd be pretty epic.
Alright.
I'll put Tipster on the front page, dude.
You know what we can't watch on Twitch? Speaking of which, but we can watch because we're on YouTube and they haven't banned me yet. This is what we can watch. This is the shit right here. I saw this clip. This is stupid. How bad this is. Oh my god. Let's watch this video right here.
Okay, so.
Oh my god, it's so loud.
Okay, so.
We are going on a rant about the N-word. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Dude, white girls going on a rant about the N-word.
This is how I should promote every podcast. We're going to say the N-word. Stay tuned.
Okay, so the N-word is
what a start.
Not supposed to be used in a derogatory way. Yes, but
yeah.
I don't care. I don't either. Well, like, if you're gonna get pissed off at the alti for me saying nigger.
Whoa! Jesus. Holy shit.
Wait, but she's posting this on her private, so she's scared, dude.
Ash's private? Wait, someone recorded this and put... Oh.
Damn, elite, dude.
Dude, that's evil, right? If you think about it. Because this shit's gonna get these girls never gonna get a fucking job after this. Jesus. Whoever recorded this girl's private, you are an evil person. That's why we're playing it right now.
Wait, she said she doesn't care, though. I don't care. I'll say it.
Yeah, because she's like 12.
Private.
I don't care. I don't
care.
either. Well, like, so if you're gonna get pissed off at the alti for me saying nigger, let me just say.
God
for
damn
me
it.
saying, just the way.
Say this. I don't really say it to people like straight up, like you're a N-word.
Why the censoring now?
Why censoring? Yeah.
It's too late.
Say it to like joke around, but like we still say it. Who cares what the fuck happened to you somewhat years ago? It's not like you experienced it.
That's right. Damn straight.
Augie say the N-word.
Oh
Damn,
my god.
dude.
I have to say the N-word now? Fuck. You have to donate more. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I wish you could go experience it. But
wait, what? That's even worse than
Hold up.
in any derogatory way, saying, I wish you were whipped like fucking slaves. I wish you were treated like you were subhuman garbage. Like, what?
Oh my god. I paid. God damn it, chat. Fuck's sake. No, wait. Hold on. I'll say it right now.
I don't care. I don't either. Well, like, so if you're gonna get pissed off at the alti for me saying nigger,
I said it. All right, don't worry about it.
You could go experience it. But I mean, I do too. Like, wouldn't it be fun to go pick some cotton? But
what? They want to do that?
Nigeria. There you go.
Wouldn't it be fun to pick some cotton?
Oh my god, did she say that?
Yeah.
I mean, I do too. Like, wouldn't it be fun to go pick some cotton? But
holy shit.
They want to be slaves.
On the other hand, you black people are mad at us for something that happened how many years ago?
Oh my god.
Imagine being unemployable over a Snapchat video you made at 13 years old.
Yeah, that's a good point, Malcolm. I don't think that anything negative should happen to these girls. Because first off, they're obviously retarded, but second off, they're like 13-year-old.
Yeah, they're like
kids. But let's be real. In the climate we live in today, there's a reason I'm not saying that fucking word. I've said it before on the show in a quote though, but the problem is I don't have the excuse now, so I'm not trying to get. I'm not trying to bank on YouTube being my job. All right, come on, cut me some slack here. Maybe I'm just a big old pussy. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. I know, but it's like, yeah, okay, if you paid 100, I kind of have to say it, right? But it's like, I can justify, right?
Wouldn't it be fun to pick some cotton?
Can I say that?
That quote.
Wouldn't it be fun to pick
dude.
some cotton? Is that close enough? God damn it. Ass.
Say nuggets.
No, she's going to refund the super chat.
Yeah, I'm charged back. Wow, Augie didn't even say the N-word on his stream? Damn, I guess he really is a pussy.
I've said it before, though.
I guess you're not really based. I bet you're a libtard.
Oh, yeah? You're going to expose me now?
Yeah, dude. Exposed for not saying the N-word.
Alright, there you go. I said it. I said it. There we go. Alright, next
can't
video.
win. You either get exposed for saying it or get exposed for not saying it.
It's like you get fucked either way, you know? You know what's my favorite clip of Roblox, speaking about on Twitch? I saw this the other day. I was like laughing my ass off of this shit for like the entire fucking time. Look at this clip. This is like 2 years ago, by the way.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of actually playing this game again on stream. I love this game, Pikmin 2.
Listen to this. Yeah, I know I got canceled. My job here is done. Fucking spreading the gospel over here.
Wait, does someone clip it way back in the day, or?
Dude, this clip has like 500 views, and at first I was like, "Wow, Roblox went somewhat viral on Twitch," but what I realized was it was just one person like me who saw this and watched this 1,000. I watched this like 1,000 times. Like, look, watch this. So Bulbox is just playing Pikmin.
What? What? Oh.
His fucking reaction, it kills me. He's like playing the game. He's got all these little like small little ass Pikmin or something, and then he just gets them all like fucking. It's like literally genocide in this bitch.
What? Oh, dude. What? Oh, I remember someone. I actually remember someone.
Did you like mass genocided all the fucking Pikmin?
That was so funny. See, dude, my Twitch stream was even fun back in the day, dude.
And look, there's also only like one person in the fucking.
Yeah. Those are my Twitch streams in a nutshell, but. What? What? Oh, what? Oh, okay. How? What? What?
It's just so fucking stupid. Like, why are you like you're like freaking out? Like, look at his face. Look at his face. He's just sitting there with his fucking teeth out.
What?
What? Like, nothing about his face moves except for his mouth. It's fucking amazing.
What? Oh, I love it.
That's what you
Dude, shit like that happens to me all the time when I fucking play games.
Twitch.tv/Bobo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, when they were playing that in the chat last night in the game, I thought that was like a recent clip. I was like, I don't remember saying that recently, but this is actually 2017, so.
Yeah. It's because I showed this to the guys like 5 million times. Like, we made it like a meme. Like, every time someone would say what, I'd play. What's going on, Loki? Can I get a drag? Let's see what Loki's up to. We're about to wrap up the show in like 10 minutes anyway. We got one more clip to watch though of this dumbass Japanese girl. We're gonna watch this, but yeah.
The person who clipped that Boblax clip, JP Langley, he's been watching me for like I think like 6 years now or something, and he still watches me now. So
holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, Loki, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's good, bro? Yo, can I get an update of what the whole ImAllexx thing, bro?
Oh god. How do I summarize this?
Because I can't even go to Twitter today. I wasn't even able to go on it because like someone reported me and I got terminated for like 2 whole days, so I couldn't tweet or look at tweets. So
you can't even look at tweets and you're terminated. Basically, there's audio that shows that everything that happened during the Slazo case, it basically happened in the same way 3 years ago in the Zaptec case. It's hard to like narrow it down, but Nick Diorio is about to make like a giant video compiling all this. So.
Oh, I was gonna say about that because I remember being like in a call with someone and he was like a week before Zaptec got exposed, him and ImAllexx were like best friends, like one of the closest friends they had, like the Hot Wet Soup podcast, and like in an instant he starts like dragging also false accusations about him and all this other stuff.
Yeah, he mentioned that on the podcast, but the way he kind of like went away from that is that this story needed to be exposed for the safety of the community. I'm just letting you guys know that initial motivation to do all of this. You might hear a different story in Nick's video.
From Zaptec?
In Nick's video. I can't say it. I can't say it. What I can say is Nick's video is gonna have all of it. But
is he gonna mention Zaptec at least?
Oh, the video is about Zaptec. It's kind of revisiting that whole story and kind of showing how it's a little different than how it's portrayed.
He deleted his channel though, which sucks. I don't get why.
Yeah,
I think it's because everybody was still calling him Peter when he returned.
You know what confused me? I know sort of basically why he deleted his channel, but I can't say it. What I can say. I'm trying to think about what I can say. I think he had more of an intention to because he did come back last November. I think there was more of intention to stay, but then he just called it quits.
Yeah, why did ImAllexx make a video like 3 years ago called "Abusive YouTubers"? what is that about?
You know, there's this guy called Comment Cop. He compiled the entire video was just Alex's own words, but used against Alex. And like the clips aren't just like a bunch of like little clips like spliced together. They're like whole minute-long chunks of Alex condemning YouTubers for the exact same thing that he's being condemned for now. It's surreal to watch like how easy it is to tie his words into the fucking into the same situation to call out some bullshit.
Oh, bro, and I think the person that recorded that call, his name was Harry, bro. That man really did Alex dirty. I thought they were friends.
Harry?
Yeah, the recording only shows 3 people on the call, and then one's deafened. So it must have been one of them.
I know Blues Dink was in that call. I'm not familiar with the other 2 people who were in that call, so...
One was
it was recorded on a Twitch
You don't understand.
Oh, is it Twitch stream?
Yeah, so
live.
Yeah.
He knew he was live and he said all that shit.
Yeah, he knew he was live and he said all that. Did he forget? Is he retarded? What happened? Why did he blur out all that shit? I don't know.
Actually, it's funny. You come up in the audio.
Oh shit.
I think he wasn't as big as because I remember ImAllexx when he first hit like 100K, and like he didn't even have 100K during the time when Zaptai got exposed. I think.
I think he might have been about my size. I'm not sure.
2016, he had on October 20th, he had 12,000 subs. If you go a full year later, he was at 180,000.
Yeah, so then it was January that Zaptai got exposed then, right? Yeah,
I think he got his boost during the Zaptai thing, I think. Let me check.
I don't know. Good to see from you, Nick. I was not expecting that. Oh man. It's gonna be a wild week. You're still aiming for October 9th, by the way?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. October, January, February. He went from, alright, so let's just say January 16th, he had 65K. By when all this was said and done, he had 95K. He gained about 35K from this whole situation.
Yeah, by the way, Bluestink, Bluestink was live on
March 13th.
Bluestink was live on his YouTube channel when that stream took place, right? Not on Twitch.
That was Bluesdank's stream. I don't know where he was live. I just know.
Okay, well, assuming it was YouTube, he had 1,120 subs back then. So all these guys are small, except for Alex. He had 100K at that point. Who were the other 2 people in the call, by the way?
I think one was an IRL friend.
Oh wait, one was Harry. I know he used to be this rich guy that used to pledge like used to give creators a lot of money. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's around anymore.
Yeah, that's how you got into a bunch of trouble, right? Because the story is that you gave your friends like your shit, and then they would like pledge to a bunch of people, and then like I'm trying to remember all the story. There's a whole shenanigans about that.
About Harry?
No, about you, because like you mentioned you give a lot of creators money. A lot of that, like the accusations that come up against you are that you like scam.
The last person I ever pledged on Patreon, what's his name? Do you guys know Scare Theater?
No.
No.
He's just a content creator. I was pledging him like $30 a month, then I stopped. So.
Yeah, I don't know. All that shit's weird. You guys want to watch a dumb Japanese girl?
I was gonna say, Oreo, can you interview Zaptai in your video?
I'm doing the best I can. I've managed to get in touch with people who are in touch with him. Let's see how it goes, and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, bro, did he delete his channel, or is it private?
Gone. Absolutely gone.
I thought he privated it. So
he did, but when he came back, some stuff went down, and he just nuked the whole thing. A couple months later.
That's crazy. I did not expect that. Do you guys know Bamboni?
Yeah. No, that's Bam Boy.
Bam and Boy. Yeah, you know he had like a. You guys know he had like 100K back then. His channel got terminated, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm. Which is funny because doesn't he he's like pro censorship, right? It's kind of funny he got terminated. I don't know. He's a little weird takes, but I by no means am I celebrating the fact that he got terminated. I'm just pointing out, just a little funny. But yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy though. A lot of creators are getting. Do you guys know that one guy called YouTube Analyze?
No. You're bringing out.
The guy who made the list. It's the guy who made the list for Nerd City.
Oh, that's the guy who did. I thought that was CeeLo.
No, CeeLo was testing them out.
Oh, okay.
No, but I heard that the list is not 100% accurate. He's still testing them out.
Well, the whole thing about the list is that it's only going to be accurate for the day that list was created, because every single day YouTube changes which words you can or cannot use that will get demonetized.
They did that over a period of time, so I don't even
So
know.
the
some
entire-
could
yeah.
be accurate, some could
The
be
the purpose
not
of the
accurate.
list is an example of, I guess, the weird shit that
Yeah.
YouTube does or something. I don't know.
Or to be safe. With all the words I personally tested, the list was consistent with it, so I imagine a lot of
Did
it
you
is
put
still like
Boblex,
accurate.
did you make a
but-
video titled like "Cum Slut"? Because apparently that's like that was green.
Oh. No, I haven't done that, but I tested V-Bucks, and that got demonetized. I tested White Girl, that got demonetized. I tested Gay, that got demonetized.
Okay, now that's where I'm confused. Where you said white girl, because Benji made a video called "White Girl" and it was instantly monetized. Like
Yeah.
it
I
didn't
don't
need to
know.
be reviewed.
So he did it on a good day.
Well, what
That's
Nerd
all.
City was saying is that there's like words that are weighted heavily more and less. So like the N word's probably like a hard 100% yellow, whereas maybe white girls is a statement that could be interpreted as maybe 55% yellow, and then when it fluctuates, maybe 55 turns to 50, maybe 50 turns to 45, and now all of a sudden it's a green word that day.
Mhm.
And now when you're locked in, they're not actively looking at old videos unless it gets reported, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And that's probably how those things happen.
Yeah, because also I learned something the other day because one of my videos got fully demonetized, like confirmed demonetization, and I had to go into the YouTube live chat support, and I told her to take another look at this video because it was confirmed demonetized, and when she took a look at it, she monetized it again, said it fits for monetization requirements, and I don't get how the other person thought it wasn't family friendly when it was.
I don't know.
To be honest, this algorithm thing is above everybody else. It's not a dig at Nerd City. Like I just, it's very difficult to understand this. I don't even think YouTube has a firm grasp on what their algorithm is, as much as everyone seems to think so. It's ever changing. I think the best thing that the biggest thing that's going to come from that whole situation is they're just going to change it. Things are going to start changing now. Maybe fucking daily uploads are out. Maybe longer videos are in. Who knows? It seems to fluctuate like that.
Yeah. Like what the
Well, I know,
algorithm favors. again
Scrubby's
recommended.
saying like he's trying to figure out the algorithm because that shit just changed recently.
Yeah, it changed within
I
the
saw
last 2
quartering.
months.
They don't want you to know
algorithms.
the algorithm because if you know the algorithm, you're at an advantage. And I just
If you know the algorithm, you're fucking rich. Like if you know the algorithm permanently, you're set for life. But I saw Quartering put up a tweet recently. He said the algorithm has changed, and if you look at his channel, he's really not growing anymore. Like his videos are still getting good views per
that's
sub
easy
ratio.
to say when you're somebody like the Quartering, but like some of his videos recently have been fucking ridiculous. Like I'm one or the other with his thing, but oh god, I can't watch every video he makes.
Oh, yeah.
What was that new one that made me like fucking?
I don't think channels
spurge
like the
out?
Quartering, you're meant to watch every video they make because they make like fucking 5 videos a day. You don't have time for that. You just pick the one that's most interesting.
I don't know which one was it. It was just it was the most ridiculous thing.
Oh, was it the TwitchCon one? Because he did a video on TwitchCon, like these entitled women complaining about Twitch, and then someone actually got like fucking roofied, and he was like, "Well, we need to see proof first or something." Even though I'm pretty sure there was. He also did another video. He was complaining about some censorship of some Japanese game where the American version, like there weren't titties or something, but in the Japanese version there were. I don't know. I'm just like,
I can
pick your
understand
battles,
getting
Like I don't see that as
Well, no,
as
you
a
don't
reason.
pick your battles. His objective is to get content out as fast as possible. I noticed he's changed his thumbnails around.
That's true.
I guess the old thumbnails didn't work as
Oh my god, the old Quartering's thumb. I mean, the new ones aren't better. I'd say the new ones are worse in a way.
They're
Just
less
visually.
readable. They're definitely less readable. But I guess people were like, "Oh, it's the Quartering. I'm not going to click that, so I better refresh the
Yeah.
thumbnail." So they're not quite up to date with what's. There.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know.
Some of his videos are good. I'm not gonna lie. Like the end for Captain Marvel and the media lashing out at YouTubers. Like I get it. The Captain Marvel videos are gonna do 100K every single time because people are still upset about that film. It blows my mind. What did he? Has he done 2 in the past 2
Captain
weeks? Like this
Marvel
movie
was the
came out a year
first-
ago.
Yeah. Captain Marvel was the first movie I ever fell asleep watching.
Dude, it wasn't as bad as everyone said it was. She wasn't as.
It wasn't
terrible
bad.
as
I just fell asleep. I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
I was looking for something more about Endgame. It really didn't set anything up. There was nothing. It was
I'm not
so
a
much to
movie guy.
watch
I
there,
just-
and none of it mattered.
I only watch movies like when it's like social, like when my friends are like, "Let's watch a movie." I don't really watch movies on my own, so maybe there's.
Yeah. What's the whole thing with the Joker where you can't watch it by yourself? You have to bring like an additional partner. Or
Nah,
something?
that's
They think it's
bullshit.
gonna-
That was
yeah, it's
that was
ridiculous.
someone doing a joke or whatever. But there was a lot of art. Like there was like kids who would like put up like a post-it on the sign. They'd be like, You need to not be a fucking virgin if you want to watch this movie, because if you are, you're probably gonna shoot the place up." But that was a joke.
I mean,
pretty good joke.
I'm looking at thumbnails. He was a bit late to the party. Did you know Joaquin Phoenix walked out in an interview because someone basically said, like, do you think your movie's going to inspire mass shootings or something like that to him in the middle of an interview? And he's just like,
what kind of question do you ask?
I'll talk to you later, man. Thanks for
I'd walk out of that too. Like, what professional interview asked that as a question? What the fuck?
How does it feel to be the Joker? Oh, it's great. It's a great time. It's a no one. What? Oh, you think there's gonna be a mass shootings because of your performance? What? The fuck did you just say to me, you little? He went full ninja.
Do you touch kids?
Fuck you say to me, you little shit.
Yeah, you literally ninja. Oh my god, it's like the Keemstar interview. Do you touch kids? No. Why are you asking me that? Yeah, no. Stop. It's not you doing an interview.
Apparently, California just had 2 shows canceled because
is Nick like giving us like the like the daily news roundup right at the end? It's Nick's corner or something.
I don't know. I just shut up because I heard everyone was talking. Oh, who leaked that phone call? I have to update you because it's so funny that wasn't leaked. Alex said that in a live stream. But the funny part of this, the person who gave it to me told me that like 17 people were watching it live.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so this, like you see iNabber, ML Joe in the chat. Like this is on a guy with 1,000 subs.
But that was back when iNabber. Well, no, that was back when iNabber and ML Joe. Nobody knew who those guys were. So they were all just friends.
They're not really huge now.
I remember iNabber when you had like I think it was like 300 subs, and then
Well, let's just say iNabber didn't have the check mark back then.
There's all these YouTubers who all still hang out to this day, and it's super funny that they show up on this podcast to 17 people, and that probably they never thought would be heard again. And then somebody fucking recorded it 3 years ago and sent it to 2 years ago and put it in my DMs.
It's
the only reason I could put a date on it is because they said they were talking about Zombies Chronicles and Syndicate streaming. I'm like, oh, okay, that came out on May 16th.
Well, there you go. It just lines up so perfectly, all of this. Like, it's just like, it's so perfect for us how we were able to do this shit. By the way, I'm kind of wrapping up the show now because we've hit the 2-hour mark. I hope you enjoyed that promo, Nick. Everyone here needs to sub to Nick Diorio, that bombshell of a video. When that comes out, I think this one's gonna be. It might not be big views wise, but impact wise, it's gonna.
Bro,
hit.
I'm sorry. This guy Zio is popping off. I'm trying to see what he's talking about. He had like 50 messages in a row.
Well, Zio and Matt Pitt have the same fucking icon. So
I know. I'm looking at it like, who the fuck? What is happening? This is the incel war the Joker warned us about. I'm sorry, I totally cut you off.
What is all of this going on? Full-time job? That's not. I have no clue what's going on. I'm wrapping it up, man. We hit the 2 hour.
All right, man.
I've hit my contractual bound time for you guys. Now I can go do other shit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sub to Nick Diorio. Follow Boblox on Twitch. It's gonna be a big week next week, and I'm excited to see.
Finally, after this,
I just hope the fucking content cop doesn't show up right before I upload.
Content cop comes out. The Shane Dawson series.
Wait, content cop comes out.
There's a chance Content Cop's coming next week. If it comes out right before, I'm pushing the shit back. We don't know. It just said
if it comes out, you gotta pull it back a little bit because that's we need to make sure that this like is heard. You know.
Yeah, I can't compete.
I sound like a fucking feminine. We need to make sure our voices are heard. Yeah.
we need to release it at the right time.
What if the Content Cop is on Leafy's brother?
Well, I'm hearing from like Zaptai, like the person who's talking to Zaptai. He's back in contact now because they weren't talking for a while, but I don't think he thinks it's going to do like anything at all. From the messages that I've seen that aren't like, I've seen some stuff from the last year or so. I kind of know what's been going on with Zaptai. The gist that I got from the messages that really weren't meant for anyone other than the person he sent it to is that he's just basically given up. He goes. I think one direct quote from the leaks that I saw were, what was it? Let me just try to remember. I don't want to misrepresent him here. It was, you really overestimate the amount of people who support me. And I don't think that's true. You hear guys like Turkey Tom, he's got like a cult following of people who still think he's...
A lot of people still love Zaptai, even before all of this shit. Like a year ago when he came back and we still thought he was like...
His content was really good, so that's why.
You can see he took a lot of pulls from Colossal. It was crazy. He was definitely.
I never watched his content. The little that I saw, I was like, "This is average." I don't know.
I just want to say, like, this is the kind of way I'm going to go with this. Like, I was never a fucking mega fan of Zaptai. I'm taking this from an impartial perspective. And at the end of it, it's not going to be Zaptai is fucking 100% absolved from everything. There's just some parts of the story. There are some really big parts of the story that aren't true. And those are the parts that I really want to focus on. And the other things, yeah, I'm going to mention them. Like, he's not going to walk out of this as a good guy. But at the end of the day, being a kind of shitty dude is a lot better than being a pedophile.
Yeah. I said this
over
early
being
in the
called a
stream, Nick,
pedophile.
but I would compare it to the how Pro Jared vindicated himself. Like, Pro Jared isn't a pedophile, but he still did Tumblr stuff, a little weird. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Bro, everyone's freaking out about Leafy changing his soapbox.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think he's coming back.
And then
I think
everybody
he's
was
just doing his
contacting
favor.
me because I shouted out Crisp like 6 months ago, and people were like, "Wait, that was Leafy's brother?" I was like, "Yeah."
Wait, did he upload videos? Because I don't see.
No. Okay, I was in a call with him and Cyrus, and he tried making his first video ever, and he did it on his headset mic, and it didn't go out good as well. So he wants to just live stream on Twitch.
Oh.
So wait, then what's the? Oh, he's not going to make YouTube videos?
No. I mean, I haven't spoken to him in like a week, so I have to ask him about that. But I know that Leafy might upload this month or comes back in 2020.
What?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is once a month. Oh, Leafy might. I feel like every time Leafy talks to somebody,
It's
he goes,
not that he's
yeah,
really
man,
lazy.
I might come back. I might come back. I'm really thinking about it. And then like you're like, oh look, he's coming back. He's coming back. Oh, I'm gonna be back by the end of the month. He tells the next person, I'm not fucking coming back. Nah, I got up this morning. I went to go make some ramen noodles. I sat down and I'm like, I can't fucking do this. I'm just gonna get demonetized.
And, like,
the next guy comes in, he goes, bro, I'm gonna make the con. I feel like he just tells everybody different shit.
Yeah,
to see what they say on YouTube.
maybe he's just like, he thinks about it and then he gives up. And also, like, the thing is, if Leafy's gonna come back, he will think of coming back and then he'll upload like in a couple days.
If he
Not
comes
like
back, he's gonna get terminated. He's just gonna get fucking terminated.
Oh, well, what I was gonna say is, like, if he's planning to come back, he's gonna come back within a couple days of planning it, because it's not like he takes like a million years to make a video, you know? It's not
Dude,
like he's
they're
making a
happy-
pro masterpiece.
They're happy he's gone. If he comes back, they're gonna go right through his backlog. 3 strikes, you're out. Absolutely.
I
The
don't
guy-
know about that.
Oh God, he
I don't
says the
think he'd
word-
get terminated.
He calls people autistic. He said he did a lot of stuff that we can't.
promoted
get away with
terrorism,
now.
which is
It's more about
there's a lot.
Well,
if
he
you're
wouldn't do that in a
if he was
I don't think he
political.
should be. Let me quote
No.
this. I don't think he should be. I just think YouTube didn't want him. YouTube didn't like him. And
But
then
if he
he's
was,
get rid of
but
him.
but if he was like political, then yeah, obviously he's just edgy. Like YouTube. I mean,
he's edgy. He was growing at the fastest pace the platform had ever seen.
Yeah, but he's not going to grow like that again.
Obviously, but I'm saying like they're looking at that situation and they're gonna nip that right in the bud. This guy is, God, he talks about drinking bleach in every video. I don't think Scrubby can do that and get away.
The only
with it.
case you can point to of an edgy content creator that was non-political.
Because I'm saying they're gonna go through his backlog.
Yeah.
They're just-
But the only,
If
the
they're
only
gonna go through his
case they
backlog,
have
why
of
didn't they do it already?
no, because he's inactive. But the only case we have of a non-political, just edgy commentator getting banned was Monkey Jones, and that was.
And he pissed somebody off.
I mean, like,
and there's proof looking at his analytics and stuff like that. There was proof that his growth wasn't 100% the content. Have you seen the videos that were made? It seems like YouTube intentionally pulled people off.
Yeah,
his
they
channel.
cut him off just so he wouldn't be on the front page. But I don't think they give a shit if he's there. Period.
If they don't want him on the front page, somebody saw him. And they weren't just terminating back then. I guarantee if he was still here to this day, he wouldn't be here anymore. Monkey Jones was terminated for making jokes about a guy.
Yeah, we
who
can
killed
agree
a
with that,
bunch
but
of
I think
people.
just him coming back
There's
for like
no
one
fucking
video
way.
is not going to get him.
I don't think if he
banned.
comes. Why would he come back for one video?
That's the whole point, right? That's what everyone's saying. He's going to come back for one video, then he's going to dip.
But like the thing with Leafy, he like the only thing I really know and that I was like told personally is that he can't make money off YouTube because he was taken out of the YTP program.
Oh, he was fully.
Oh, so he can't.
Yeah.
So he can't get monetized. Period. So none of his videos are monetized now.
No, from what I heard, that's why he
Well, I
invested
mean, we
all
can
his money.
check.
Well, we
can
could check, but at the end of the day, he used a lot of Mario music, and Nintendo started claiming videos they were never claiming back then, but now they've started claiming all the music. Remember that when that whole thing happened?
Yeah, I
People
remember.
went, my entire channel got claimed. I can't
I
believe it.
remember because I was a Nintendo YouTuber.
Nintendo didn't they claim like also gameplay that you use in like videos?
Well, they backed off of that.
Like
they were more Nintendo was more strict back in the day. They kind of backed off. They still do it sometimes, but they don't really do it in mass like they used to.
There were entire channels that were not streaming. They were just uploading like raw game file music and stuff like that from the actual game, and like that was an archive for everybody. Everyone was using it, and then Nintendo just issued takedowns one day. And
well, the channel that got
that was like 3 years ago.
struck.
Though. They don't do that anymore.
No, this is a recent case. I'm remembering. Yeah, the channel that got struck though, they didn't do raw music. They did remix it. No. Yeah. That channel that got taken down, that wasn't raw music of the actual game. It was a joke. Like the music that was.
It was parody music. Yeah, that was terminated for a different reason.
Yeah, there were more than one though. They were like you were seeing things that people were getting like 15,000 claims at once, and they were like afraid they were going to lose.
No. But either way, we're going over time. I'm ready to get out of here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pop out of here. But yeah, Bo Black, he'll be live here in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Yeah, 20 minutes. All right. Bo Black's twitch.tv/Bo Blacks. Everyone go follow there. Turn those notifications on. He'll be on in about 20. I'm gonna pop out of the call. Thanks for coming on, Loki and Nick. Have yourselves a good night.
Sounds good, bro.
All right. And you guys in the chat, all 200 of you, I hope you liked the stream. Both literally liked it and also clicked the like button, because clicking that helps me get in the algorithm, if that's ever going to fucking happen. Other than that, I don't really see a reason to stay on here. So let me just look through my list, find some music to play. What should we end off on? I don't know, man. What should we end off on? Looking. Let's play Two Tone Rebel from E-Double. We haven't played that. That used to be like the actual supposed song that we played all the time, but we don't play it anymore. But I'll play it now. There you go. See you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. We'll see you guys on Monday. There you go. No more N-words. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Not tomorrow. Fuck, why do I keep saying that?